Welcome to Jersey Shore Hot Rods. I'm your host, Aldo McCoy, proud owner of a business at the Jersey Shore, Coast Transmission and Performance, where we actually build classic cars and hot rods. Been doing it for over 30 years, and today I'm going to share with you some of the nicest cars at the Jersey Shore. Whether it's antique, classic, muscle car, we have something for everybody. So stay tuned as we sit back and enjoy all the cars that the Jersey Shore has to offer. It's Aldo back with you. I have a special treat for you today. With us, known the guy for many, many years, the premier DJ, and has been at the Jersey Shore. DJ Dom is with me today. Car show, genius extraordinaire, parties, bar mitzvahs, he does it all. But I've been able to capture him and bring him here to the studios so he can share with us some of his experiences with the car shows, because that's what he does. DJ Dom, how are you doing today?
Wow.
What's going on? It's a pleasure having you here.
It's a real pleasure to be here today. What a beautiful day at the Jersey Shore.
And you look like you're from the Jersey Shore, that shirt on.
I am from the shore. I love the shore.
How long have you been DJing?
I've been DJing for about a dozen years.
How'd you get started with the cars?
Well, I always loved cars, hot rods, muscle cars, everything like that. And I had an opportunity with somebody that was retiring from the business, and he put me in touch with somebody and somebody else. Next thing I know, I'm DJing car shows at the Jersey Shore.
I've heard nothing but good things about you with these car shows. And people, I've heard them come up to you and they're like, oh my God, you really made my day. I see people 20 years old to 80 years old out singing in the crowd. How do you keep these people involved and engulfed with this?
Well, my philosophy is everybody enjoys the cars from past to present, so I play music from past to present. You don't just stick with one time frame. We're not stuck in time. I have music from way back in the 50s to all the way into 2020. You know, you have to keep everybody happy. If you want the kids to get involved in cars, you have to play music that they're going to enjoy and it's going to make them interested. I also do parties, weddings, different events, different occasions. Right now, with everything going on in the world, outdoor events, small, tiny events, things like that. The name of the game is keep people happy. When they have time to enjoy, let them enjoy it to the fullest. And music does that. Talk to anybody. Ask them, what was your first kiss? What music was playing?
Yeah,
what was your first car? You know, when you were in high school, what was your favorite song that you enjoyed listening to in your favorite car?
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of Beach Boys music. I know a lot of Beach Boys fans out there.
A lot of Beach Boys.
Anything coming up in the future for the new year? Anything planned?
Right now, things are pretty quiet. As soon as we have word that the pandemic kind of is leveling out and things will open up again, there'll be more. Right now, unfortunately, we're on hiatus, but as soon as things open up, we'll be back in the game.
Awesome. It's so good to have you here with us today.
Absolutely, and it's a great pleasure to be here.
Pleasure. And we love your shirt.
Thank you.
DJ Dom, everybody. We're going to take a break and be right back with some wonderful, beautiful Jersey Shore hot rods. Live from the Jersey Shore, another beautiful summer, 2020. This is your host, Big Al from Coast Transmission. We are in the midst of some of the nicest, beautiful hot rods at the Jersey Shore that the Jersey Shore has to offer. What a beautiful day. With us today, your name, sir?
Paul Capone.
Paul Capone, 1970 GTO. Tell us all about it, Paul.
I bought this car in 1977. I've been working on it ever since.
It's unbelievable. What color is the car?
It's GM. It's a GM Corvette color blue, 1994.
Unbelievable. Now, can you tell us, you're the original owner of the car?
No, second owner.
Second owner. Let's walk us through the motor. Tell us a little bit about it. What do you have?
It's a 455 Pontiac engine with a Rochester Quadrajet 4-barrel on it with an Edelbrock Performer RPM intake. It's got a Muncie 4-speed trans with a 355 gear in the back.
By the way, this car has white interior. It's absolutely gorgeous. My favorite, of course, anything with white interior, but a GTO. A lot of people out there in the television world, GTO, Gran Turismo alla Mogato. As far as drivability, is the car drivable down the street?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yep.
Unbelievable. What do you have in there as far as a gearbox? Transmission-wise?
Muncie 4-speed, M21, close ratio.
So this guy's got the looks and the power. Unbelievable. I tell you what, if we just take a walk around the car, look around the car, guys, it's unreal. Let's take a walk, Paul.
It's a Formula steering wheel with a Hirsch straight shifter, super shifter.
We got aftermarket gauges. Aftermarket gauges.
Yes.
Beautiful car. It's done beautifully.
Thanks.
Who did the paint?
This was done in the year 2000. Panis Auto up in Oak Ridge, New Jersey did the paint, and I did the bumpers because I had to redo them, so I did them myself.
Car is totally unbelievable. And thank you for coming out today to join us here at Jersey Shore Hot Rods. We hope to see you in the future there and so forth. But what a pleasure, what a pleasure. He even is on his shirt. He's even got the matching shirt for the car. So you can't go wrong. All right, it's truly a pleasure, Paul.
Thank you.
Thank you. Rolling right along, Jersey Shore Hot Rods, we have found a beautiful 1976 Chevrolet Corvette owned by one of our best and one of our very own locals of the Beach Bums, none other than Tom Worldman. Tom, tell us a little bit about your car, please. It's unreal.
Well, Aldel, I bought the car about 2 years ago, and ever since then, you and I have been rebuilding the car.
Tom is one of my wonderful friends, but also a good customer. And he's put so much work and time. I know what he's put into the car. When he drives it every day, he's very proud of it, and it's one of the sharpest cars down here. Tell us the history of the car. Where did you pick it up at?
I picked it up from a wholesaler that got it from a woman who traded in, was a one-owner car. She put 104,000 miles on the car, and it needed some repair, but it was in real good shape. She took good care of it. And since then, we have rebuilt the suspension. We have rebuilt the exhaust system. We have put a whole new brake system in it. We're in the process, right inside your garage. We got a badass motor that we're putting together for this thing that is going to make it fly. It's one of my 2 Corvettes that I own right now, but I've owned 9 of them over my lifetime. So,
unbelievable. Now, when Tom says he has a badass motor, we have to keep it top secret. I promised him. But I promised you he's gonna definitely, probably have to get new tires every week with this poor car. Tom, we can't thank you enough. We look forward to seeing the car done in the future. We thank you for coming out today.
okay, thank you very much.
All right, buddy, thanks. Moving right along, the very cool, the very talented, the very, very, very Frank Dinorcio. Frank, thanks for coming out with us today.
My pleasure, bud.
Truly one of the greatest guys you'll ever meet. But his car, fabulous. Top shelf, 1967, big block Super Sport Chevelle, 454, board stroked, stick shift. I can't tell enough about this car because I had a hand in some of it. And he's got a real 12-bolt pie zero in the car. Frankie, tell us a little bit about your hot rod.
Okay, I actually purchased this car. I went to Maryland, and I got it about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years ago, and I was having some problems with the transmission and the linkage. and I took it to some place in North Jersey, which I'm not going to mention. I got lucky, and I found this guy, and he fixed it all up for me. And not only that, he took a ride with me 40 miles to this place and got my damn money back for what these guys done. Who does that today? You got a friend forever, man. This guy is it. You got it, brother.
Tell us a little bit about your hot rod, man.
Well,
Because we know it's your dream.
well, it's just what you said, man. I had a 1967 when I was 17 years old, and every other week it was in my backyard. My father was a mechanic, you know, like taking the motor out or this and that, and I always knew one day that I always wanted to get one again. I got this one. It doesn't look quite like the first one I got. It looks a little nicer, but I'm really happy with it.
Unbelievable. This car is a beast. It runs on pump gas. This man drives it all around. He and his wonderful girlfriend, great people. Thank you so much for coming out today, Frank.
My
Really
pleasure,
pleasure.
man.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, brother.
All-American car is what? 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air convertible. The most popular, most iconic car in the world today. Whether you're 6 years old or 600 years old, everybody knows what a 1957 Chevrolet is. Here at the Jersey Shore, we're in the business. We don't see that many, but one man, this gentleman Nelson to my left, and his lovely wife, have one of the most beautiful cars you'll ever see at the Jersey Shore. Nelson, how are you today, sir?
I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm doing fine. Thank you.
Now, I know personally Nelson had a few other cars, another 57, so forth a couple years ago, and his dream was to find the gem. You found it. You got a great deal on it.
And it's a keeper.
It's a keeper. Tell us all about your baby.
All right. You got a 283 original model, power glide. You got generator. You got everything. Everything is original. Everything in this car, and it's dry like a dream.
Everyone breaks their necks and should hire a chiropractor just when they see Nelson go by. The car is absolutely gorgeous. Your lovely wife rides along the shotgun with you all the time.
Always.
He's always the talk of the car shows. It's just unbelievable. And they're great people at the Jersey Shore here. Can you pop your hood? Can we just look at your hood real quick?
Yes, sir.
We see that beautiful 283 in there. Still has the generator. All original, gorgeous, absolutely beautiful.
The old radiator.
Unbelievable. Truly an icon. And both of you are icons. You and your lovely wife in this car, you all belong together.
We antique.
We're antiques, but all good. It's all good. It's a pleasure, and thank you for coming out today. Amidst all this, to have such a beautiful car and a beautiful day.
Thank you for having us.
Love you. Bye-bye. Sweet Lou. In this case, it's two. To my left, we have with us the president of the miraculous and wonderful club, one of the nicest clubs in New Jersey that hosts Corvettes, the official president of the Beach Bum Corvette Club in Manahawkin, New Jersey.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad to be here. I'm glad you sponsored this event. We have 40 members, and we always benefit local charities. We have a show once a year on Beach Haven, Long Beach Island. Come and join us.
By the way, that show in Long Beach Island is usually one of the biggest Corvette shows on the East Coast. And we are at the East Coast. Lou, tell us, the car you brought with us today. What do you have for us over there? Because we see you guys speeding around. So what'd you pull in today?
This was a standard LT1 with 465 horsepower. However, I had a cold air box put on it and had it dynoed, and it's now about 482 at the crank. And Lou and I, my buddy over here, we're always racing up and down the parkway. I hope the cops aren't hearing this. But we don't do less than 140 sometimes. So the car really moves.
I didn't hear that last part, but we're going to let that go. To my right, his co-pilot, partner in crime, the other Lou. Lou, so good to have you here today. Shout out to your lovely wife. What do you have with us today? Tell us all about your hot rod.
It's a 2012. It's a base car with just a couple of options. It's got 439 horse, and it runs decent for me.
Unbelievable. These guys are the backbone and structure of this organization, which I joined a couple years ago. Upon going there, we had met these two for the Beach Bum Corvette Club. They're just unbelievable people, and once you get to know them, they have your back. They care about society. They give back to charity. They raise money for charities, whether it's big or small. Okay, so these guys are, when they say they're speeding around for donations or to actually help people all the time. And it's a blessing just to have you guys around. It really is.
Thank you, Aldo.
It is. It's a pleasure to be a member in your club.
Right.
Okay, we're all brothers, but these are my brothers, and I can't thank you enough for coming out. Deep Impact, a movie? I don't think so. It's actually a color on this beautiful Mustang owned by Dave. Dave, so good to have you here today with Jersey Shore Hot Rods. Tell us a little bit about your baby.
Well, 213 Mustang. It's a premium V6, 305 horsepower. I bought it in 17 used. Had a lot of miles on it, but I don't drive it that much, so now it's below the miles. I've done a lot of customizing on it, little things here and there, but all this chrome is everything I've added to it. So it's my baby. It's my everyday daily driver.
Dave is truly happy with this car. He always loves it. He's very proud of it. He's always at every car show. I always see him sitting there with that car, and it's always clean. Okay, it's always clean. So it is truly a cream puff. It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Any shows? Anything coming up recently? Are you going to go to?
I go to the cruises Thursday night on Fisher Boulevard.
Okay.
That's it. And then the biggest show I'm be going to is the one on August 2nd, right by the Pizza Hut on 37.
Okay. So
Tom's River Lions Club.
Good. So the Lions Club's coming up. That's excellent. Now this car, you can drive this car everywhere, I guess, right? Down the parkway, everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a true street driver.
It's my daily driver.
It's a daily driver,
Car I
so
have.
you can't beat that at the Jersey Shore. Daily driver hot rod, owned by a great guy, and it's Deep Impact Blue. There we go. Thanks so much for joining us, buddy.
Thank you.
See you later. We're still live at the Jersey Shore, and I want to take a brief segment and minute to give props out to one of the nicest guys I know. He owns MMC Motors here on Route 37, East Toms River, New Jersey. Henny, thanks for taking this minute to have a talk with me. Tell us a little bit about your business.
Oh, well, we sell used cars. We've been in business 15 years. This is our new location. We've been here a year. And so far, so good. We love the area. We love having Al here. And it's great.
Now, I met Henny how many years ago?
We used to race back in the days in the 80s, I want to say. Late 80s, mid 80s.
Henny's a great guy. He still looks young. He still looks like he's 18. But if you need a car, something to drive, please come down and see Henny. His staff is on staff here. They're in the house all the time. Something always good at a reasonable price. And it's always good to have you in the neighborhood, sir.
Thank you, Al. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We are live from the Jersey Shore. Just by chance, we have the lead singer of the heavy metal band W70. Why don't you start off by telling us, what is W70?
W70 is actually named after a nuclear warhead. So,
Nuclear warhead.
yeah, so W70 is actually a nuclear warhead that was used like back like probably like in the 60s and 70s, you know.
So, back in the 60s and 70s, so this guy that's named after a nuclear warhead is driving something that looks like it could take a hit from a bomb. Okay? Beautiful 1949 Chevy Fleetline. John, tell us all about this baby.
It's funny because I always wanted a Chevy Fleetline. I kept looking on Craigslist, kept looking in local papers and stuff, and then finally I found one on Craigslist, and it said that it was in Asbury. So I was like, oh wow, Asbury Park, that's a hop and a skip away, you know. Found out it was actually all the way up in, you know, western New Jersey, like up by Pennsylvania, but definitely worth the ride. Went up there, fell in love with the car. They did really nice work on the car, and luckily, you know, we didn't have to do too much to it, but this guy helped me out right here.
I only moonlight doing cars, I'm kidding. John and his lovely wife, Nadia, great people. Now, it's unbelievable, this car. He drives it around, he gets looks everywhere. It looks like a blast from the past. It's been on covers of various magazines. It's truly, truly a really nice eye catcher at the Jersey Shore here. If you catch a glimpse of this thing, it's usually going past you very fast, so look quick. Now, John also, his other part-time profession is doing what? Dressing like who?
Oh, I like to dress up as the devil.
John's car is decorated, even has a devil shifter handle. So it's fun. A lot of fun having you here. I wish you the best with your band and great luck with the car. Thanks for coming out today.
Thanks so much, Al.
All right. With us today is Dan the Man Terry. Dan, the truck is unbelievable. It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Dartmouth Green, 1939.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for coming out on this beautiful day. Farmer plates on it. This is not the dumb farmer's truck that we always read about. Tell us a little bit about your baby.
I've had it 3 years now. It was quite a mess when I bought it. A lot of rust. Motor ran fine. I was lucky that way. And the body shop took care of the rest.
Did it need minor or major restoration?
We took the body off the frame.
Wow, so you did a full restoration on this truck. So this is no joke. This is unreal.
No joke. It's completely done.
Wow. Motor, tell us about the motor, sir.
It's a 239 cubic inch flathead Ford V8. It's actually a 1948 motor. It's 10 years newer than the car.
Now to our viewers out there, just to interject for a second, what exactly is a flathead V8? It's not pita bread, okay? Why don't you just explain to the viewers what the flathead is?
Well, the flathead had the valves built into the block rather than overhead valves like a modern motor. They were all built in the block. So you wanted to adjust the valves. They were in the block. You had to take the intake manifold off to do that.
So this is not a modern day era. This is a real classic that he's actually driving on the street amongst the common folk with the Hondas and the minivans. Thank you so much for coming out today.
Quite welcome. Pleasure to be here.
Pleasure to see you. We hope to see you in the future.
We'll do.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
sir.
Bye-bye. Moving along, live with Jersey Shore Hot Rods. Weather's still beautiful, gorgeous out. We have found a modern day cowboy. Not a cowboy and Indian. They actually call him the doo-wop cowboy. He's a doo-wop extraordinaire singer. Joseph Urin. Joe, it's a pleasure for you to be here today.
Thank you, Al.
It's our pleasure to have you here.
Well, thank you.
He has a beautiful 1966 Pontiac Le Mans convertible. Absolutely gorgeous, all the right colors, all the right lines. Joe's actually getting a mitts to probably end up going to try to sell this car, but he's been saying that for years. So Joe, tell us about your baby.
It's got a 400 engine, 350 turbo trans, aluminum radiator, Flowmaster headers, disc brakes in the front, and oh yeah, disc brakes in the front. That's about it.
Do you enjoy driving this beautiful monster?
Yeah, but not when it's too hot.
Joe, tell us a little bit about your singing. Joe, I know I've heard you sing. You're unbelievable. Why do they call you the doo-wop cowboy?
Because
Are you an outlaw?
No, I sing doo-wop and country, and it's classic country off of tracks. So, and I've been around to different restaurants, some nursing homes, and now I just take it easy. Let East, I've appeared up at Let East a couple of times.
So what Joe is saying is he is a true attraction at the Jersey Shore. As far as singing at Let East, that must have been something for you.
Yeah, it was all right. It used to be better when we sang to 1,000 people in the atrium. Now they pushed us in the back room.
Well,
So it's not as nice.
we're out here. That's why we're out here trying to keeping the shore filled with Jersey Shore hot rods and people like you, Joe.
Yep.
It's a pleasure to have you out here.
People would come and actually listen to us because there weren't too many bad singers there. They would rather listen to us than pay money to go inside and hear the groups.
So Joe is the real deal at the Jersey Shore.
Real deal.
Can you give us just a pitch, Joe? Come on. Just a taste.
Oh, God, what am I going to do? Sweeter than the honeydew, sweeter than sugar, from candy to, oh, this is my love.
Sing it, Joe.
That's it.
Can I give you $1?
No,
Oh, you're the man, Joe. Thanks so much for coming
not
out.
any money. Thank you.
Coastal, thank you. Coochie, coochie, freechy, freechy. El Camino. With me is the very, very manly Charlie Caracci. How you doing, Charlie?
All right, brother. How you doing today?
Good. Always good to see you. Charlie's got a beautiful big block, 454 El Camino Super Sport, turbo 350 trans, 12-volt posi rear, awesome car, cowl induction hood. Tell us about your baby.
It's a car I picked up, and it didn't turn out to be what I wanted, so I had to put a new motor in it, 454, which I purchased from Aldo. Had him do the trans a few months back. It's running like a rape ape now, and never ran better. Beautiful running car.
Now, how many cars? I knew you're a classic car collector. He has many classic cars. His truck is one of the most beautiful you ever see. Maybe we'll see that down here next time we film.
Maybe.
But his El Camino is truly a doll, and it has plenty of power, with plenty of power to spare. We hope to see you at the next show, Charlie.
I'll be there, brother.
You got it.
Thank you, buddy.
Al at the Jersey Shore Hot Rod Show. Beautiful day. With us, one of the premier ASE certified master techs at the Jersey Shore. Dave, tell us about what you've seen out here today as far as some of these cars.
Well, there's a lot of beautiful cars they got here today. A lot of nice ones. Got some pickup trucks, got some Corvettes, some Chevys, Pontiacs. Just a load of nice cars here today.
Now, Dave, what exactly do you know about cars? Tell us how long you've been a mechanic.
Well, I've been working on cars since I was about 14 years old. Got my schooling in behind me. Then I came to work for this guy here. Wealth of information. Nothing he hasn't been able to teach me yet that I don't already know.
Dave is a good learner, but he also knows a lot. Don't be fooled. What we provide for the Jersey Shore is some of the best. We try to provide some of the best quality work that we can on old, new, or in different cars. So if there's anything out there we can do to help you, we will definitely do our best. But providing, we live at the Jersey Shore, and I think this is the hottest place to be with the Jersey Shore cars, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Till next time, we're going to sign out. It's Al and Dave coming from Coast Transmission and the Jersey Shore. God bless. Be safe. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I know you're out there everyone who was nice enough to show us their car and interview with the cars. We thank you so much. We want to thank our DJ Dom for coming out.
And thank you so much.
And having a ball with us today.
What a good time we had.
It was. And you are a sharp dressed man.
Strolling down
I think he made a
memory
song
lane.
about you.
Well,
Sharp
thank
dressed
you.
man, right? So until next time, it's Aldo McCoy, DJ Dom, and the Jersey Shore Hot Rod saying goodbye. God bless, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.